What is up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning into this channel. Today we're going to be unboxing Hot Toys Zack Snyder's Justice League, Superman, and Knightmare Batman. This combo is amazing. I've been waiting for it, and I am so hyped to open this. So let's just get right into it. So here's the package. It's new, it's in the ceiling, and let's take it out. So first of all, on the side you see Knightmare Batman and Superman with a cool textured logo right here and a little wraparound. Then Superman's logo is right there. On the back, all the information and all that. On the left side, there's a logo of Batman. Here's the front. As you can see, it's kind of glossy. And also the wraparound is pretty textured. And Superman, Batman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Personally, one of my favorite DC movies. So you take that sheet off to reveal both of the figures. It's a deluxe, so you get two. Just the new smell of Hot Toys smells so good. Once you start being a Hot Toys collector, you're gonna look forward to it. Here's the two figures out now. So let's get into the figures first. So first, I'm gonna do Henry Cavill's Superman. So here's Henry Cavill's Superman. Let's take this off. And look at the detail. The likeness of Henry Cavill is pretty good. I'd say the most controversial thing about this is that his part goes the wrong way. It's actually supposed to go to the right. Our left, but his right. Also, the cape is supposed to be gray, but it's actually black right here. But honestly, I still bought it. I do not care. I didn't even know, honestly, that he had a gray cape in the movie. I kind of forgot. So it's not a deal breaker for me. So the head sculpt is pretty good, and I love it. Just the part is just not the right way, but I love it. Moving on to the suit. The suit is amazing. The texture feels really nice. The material is really outstanding, honestly. I love the logo. It looks nice. The texture of the suit is amazing. The patterns and details are insane on this. Just look at this. Just look at the detail on his suit. And look at the detail on his arms. So now this is Superman's other head sculpt. Let's get it out of the packaging. This is his heat vision. I would rather, there's a lot of people who don't like this head sculpt, but this one looks more like Henry Cavill than the straight face head sculpt. This one looks a lot better than the straight face one, in my opinion. I'm definitely gonna use this one. It just adds more of it just makes the Hot Toys look more realistic, in my opinion. So now let's move on to Ben Affleck's Knightmare Batman. So first-hand impressions, this feels amazing. Wow, the cloak just feels really nice. Literally just feels like premium clothing, in my opinion. Like, it just feels so nice. His abs and pecs are really squishy, actually, like just real muscles, which is cool. It's padded. And now let's look at the head sculpt. Now that looks like Ben Affleck. Wow. That looks like Ben Affleck right there. I'd say this looks more like Ben Affleck than Superman is Henry Cavill. Wow. The likeness. Hot Toys is so good with likeness on most of their releases. Sometimes they're not, but this one's definitely a win. Here's the belt. The belt doesn't move up and down. It just is just stationary, unlike the BVS one. So here you could actually put some goggles on him. Most people prefer to put it on the top of his head instead of actually on his eyes, but you can do whatever you want. So these are decently weathered. And here are the different mouthpieces. One's open, and honestly I prefer this too. Like I said, the emotion just makes it more realistic. And here's a closed mouth one. Oh, it will kind of open but not fully closed. And the details on this are amazing. Seriously looks like with the goggles on. I think these add a lot to them, and I think it is really cool, personally. I wouldn't take them off, or I wouldn't put them on his eyes. I just like them on his forehead. So here's Superman's hands. This comes with a good amount of hands, and some joints here, and then the batteries for his laser head sculpt when he's angry. So you can just light them up, and it's pretty cool. So here's one of Batman's guns. I personally would use this in my collection when I'm posing him. I like how there's Joker right there, and just the overall gun looks amazing. The detail is just on point. Here's Batman's binoculars. It's cool that it has a crack in it. Attention to detail right there. There's some weathering, not too much, and it actually works. You can see through it. Watch. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't work. But yeah, it's really cool, and I would love to use this posing him for photography and all that. Here's a tray it comes in. There's some joints and 4 different hands. And I just personally love that they include all of this in there. So about the display bases, I really love how it says their names on it and everything, but they're just very big. I prefer like a small base that is kind of a maybe like rocks around or maybe some bushes or whatever, but I prefer a small environmental base rather than just a huge chunky basic name tag base. For obvious reasons, Superman comes with the dynamic flight pole because he flies. You can like curve it and everything. It's bendable, and you can shape it to however you want. Just make sure on the clamp that it comes with, make sure not to put it on there for too long or it will damage the suit and the figure over time. So I would recommend putting it on maybe his leg and like not too tight, but like put it on his leg, maybe his thigh or something, so it has a little wiggle room, but at the same time it won't fall. It's just like a stand. And here's what Batman's comes with. It comes with a crotch grabber, which I love because it doesn't really do any damage to the figure, and you can leave it on as long as you want. Just a little thing I thought I would share is that I bought this new, but then there was no plastic wrap that came on here, but on the Superman it did, and I had to take it off. So did they forget it, or that's weird. It has a little scuff right there, but whatever. So here's what it looks like on stands. Here's what they look like on stands. So this is Superman. I'm just showing him lasering someone, maybe like Steppenwolf or something at a distance. And don't do this for too long. You can do this for a photo shoot. I mean, maybe an hour at a time or whatever you want, but just don't do it for months and weeks on end. That's not good for the material. So that's Superman. His nameplate right there. And this looks dope right here. And here's Batman on his stand with the crotch grabber. I don't really pose him too much, but this is what he looks like with the mouth, and that looks great. That looks amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to the channel, and more Hot Toys reviews on the way.